Russell from the Lakers, according to ESPN. LA also sends Maxwell Lewis and 3 second-rounders to Brooklyn. In return, they get Dorian Finney-Smith and Shake Milton. Russell.
I like this trade both ways, EK. Firing deal, so he's not going to be around for very much longer anyway. And then they've got 31 picks over the...
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode of Shooting for the Stars podcast, you guys, with y'all's one and only host, Cameron Williams. And as y'all guys can see by the title of this episode, y'all guys already know we are back in the NBA world, you guys. We're NBA trade news. So y'all guys already know the Los Angeles Lakers have officially traded D'Angelo Russell. Wiped their hands cleanly. Something they should have been did. Finally, almost kind of like getting rid of a dead body. But we were waiting for that dude had to go. That dude had to go. And I'm going to be breaking it all down for you guys here in this episode. I'm going to be getting into both sides, who won the trade, grades, and what this means for the Los Angeles Lakers moving forward. Does this move the needle for them? Does it not? Do they stay neutral? Did they get worse? I'm going to be covering all that, you guys. Before I get into it real quick, y'all guys already know we are on the road to 1,000 subscribers. And y'all guys already know I cannot get there without you guys, man. I need y'all guys' love and support. Y'all guys keep hitting that share button and turn on post notifications if y'all want to see more uploads just like this on Shooting for the Stars podcast, you guys. But y'all guys already know, ain't no more rambling, ain't no more talking. I'm getting straight into the video. Let's go.
One eternity later.
So as we know, you guys, so I'm going to start off with the Dorian Finney-Smith and Shake Milton. I'm going to start off with that trade first, what this means. So first, let me get into it like this. Let's go ahead and start off. Let me go ahead and get into what they are and what they're not. And I'm referring to Dorian Finney-Smith and Shake Milton, the two guys who are required by the Lakers. And real quick trade compensation details you guys can see on the screen. The Los Angeles Lakers gave up Maxwell Lewis. They gave up D'Angelo Russell and 3 second-round picks in return. The Nets gave them Dorian Finney-Smith and Shake Milton, two key pivotal role players that can help this Lakers team right away, right from the jump, you guys. And let me start off with Dorian Finney-Smith, you guys. High level 3-and-D guy. And as we all know, 3-and-D guys in our game in this league, they come at a premium, right? One would say. And this just isn't any 3-and-D guy, you guys. And the thing that you're starting to hear a lot, the Nets had an opportunity to get two or multiple first-round picks for Dorian Finney-Smith last year when teams were calling asking about him. They didn't want to pull the trigger. They want to keep him. But now it seems like they made the move this year. And really, it was a steal. To give up 3 second-round picks for a guy who's shooting 44% from 3 on the season and a guy who has a defensive net rating of 88.5, that dude's been locking down. And what he's going to be able to do is, you guys, he's a guy that can right out the gate. When you look at this Lakers roster, we all know they have Jared Vanderbilt, arguably, the best defender on the team. One would say Anthony Davis, Jared Vanderbilt, however you want to put him, you guys. I like to put Anthony Davis in his own category because he's more of an elite rim protector. He's going to protect that rim. But Dorian Finney-Smith can guard 1 through 5, 1 through 4 for sure, depending on how big the 5 is. Make no mistake about that, you guys. He's 6'7", 220, 225, solid, and he's interchangeable. And one thing about him now. So he's the kind of guy that can help the Lakers right away in the sense, of course, from immediate offense, from catch and shoot threes. He's shooting 44% of that on the year. He's doing great at that. And then defending. He can take a lot of the defensive load off of LeBron James. You guys are seeing what I'm saying? He can hold. He's not a guy who I would say you guys can, I'll feel comfortable as a coach holding the team's best player night in and night out. But again, if he had to, I like my chances. He's a guy who's going to give you 100% effort. He's a guy that's going to give you his all. He's a guy that's going to play a full 100 possessions. He's going to be the first guy up and down the floor. He's good at rebounding. Basically, he's a guy that plays. He plays with a lot of tenacity. Plays with a lot of intensity. I love his force. I love what he brings to the game. And same for Shake Milton, a guy. Another guy. I know he's not as good as a defender as Dorian Finney-Smith is. But one thing I will say about Shake Milton, he's a big guard, about 6'4", 6'5". He has a 7'1" wingspan, and he's a guy that's serviceable. Again, he's a guy that's shooting 39% from 3. Now he's not a D'Angelo Russell, as we all know, who can get his own shot, slippery like that, or who can, who's we're really gonna see him break down defenders. But again, he's a guy who knows his role. He's gonna come off the bench. He's gonna hustle. He's gonna take on a team's opposing guards. So when you're going against teams like the Cavs who have a dynamic backcourt and, Donovan Mitchell and Darius Garland, or a team like Golden State with Steph Curry, who they just got done playing on Christmas Day. When they play against teams like this, we know Austin Reeves, he's not the best defender, so you add in a guy like Shake Milton, I can see JJ Redick running a lot of sets and running a lot of lineups with the backcourt of Austin Reeves and Shake Milton, just off the defense alone. And again, like I said to y'all guys earlier, a good 3-point shooter. But one thing what makes those two guys better right away is that the fact that those two guys have heart, hustle, and that they never give up on a play already makes them better. And when I say makes them better, it makes them better than D'Angelo Russell ever was. I mean, make no mistake about that, you guys. And the Lakers, their last 6 games, man, they're 5-1 in their last 6 games. I mean, they're really starting to turn a corner. I mean, and I believe in this roster. And the main thing why I really like this, you guys, is that this is what the Lakers need. Y'all guys are following what I'm saying? We know that they're not the big name like De'Aaron Fox or Zach LaVine, who they were linked to trading for, or DeJounte Murray from the Pelicans. You guys know, I know they wanted that big name, but guys, the Lakers, it seems like they learned the first time. When they made that trade for Russell Westbrook, he took over $47.5 million of the cap space. Him, Bron, and AD were getting all the money, and they had to bring in, below average role players, not very good role players. Guys on vet minimum contracts like a washed up Carmelo Anthony, Wayne Ellington. Y'all guys are seeing what I'm saying, guys of that nature. Now you have guys that can complement your 2 high-end superstars in LeBron and Anthony Davis, who are all world. And this is what the Lakers need. This is the formula of getting to a championship. Y'all guys are seeing what I'm saying. Think about Boston. Think about Boston. Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, your 2 high-end stars, and then right beside them, nothing but good solidified role players. Derek White, Drew Holiday, Peyton Pritchard coming off the bench, the ageless Al Horford. Y'all guys are seeing what I'm saying? That's what you need. Go back to the Denver Nuggets a year prior ago. You got your 2 high-end superstars, your elite point guard and Jamal Murray, Nikola Jokic, and then a solidified role guys. They had Bruce Brown, Christian Braun, Jeff Green, who was a big part of that championship run in 2022 for the Denver Nuggets. Y'all guys are seeing what I'm saying? That's the new way of winning a championship. It's no more the days we're building these super teams and having solidified role players because the cap just won't let you do it no more. It won't. You have to have either 1 or 2 superstars and then build the rest of your roster out with guys that can highly complement your stars. And that's the formula to winning now. So I love this move. And not only that, now it's up for JJ Redick to get the best out of the other guys now. Rui Hachimura, Gabe Vincent, Austin Reeves, who's been playing fantastic. I love Austin Reeves in that last game against the Sacramento Kings. They swept Sacramento in the season series, by the way. He had 16 assists, 26 points. He's a guy that's really took over and fulfilled, that showed that we don't need D'Angelo Russell. I can fulfill that point guard role. You guys are seeing what I'm saying? I can play point guard. I can dish. I can get guys involved and stuff. He plays well off Anthony Davis. He plays well in the screen, in the pick and roll game. I think Austin Reeves at the point guard position is a really good, nice move done by JJ Redick, because for so long we've looked at him as just a combo guard. Now that he's been given point guard responsibilities, he's done a good job in handling them as such. So I applaud them for that. But yeah, I really like this Lakers roster, man. I really do. I really like this Lakers roster now, because now you have guys that can complement. Now, on to D'Angelo Russell. Now I'm going to be breaking it down now, you guys, of why he had to go and why the Lakers and why they made the move as such to get rid of D'Angelo Russell, you guys. But first, as we all know, you guys, today marks LeBron James' birthday. He turned 40 years old today. Let's wish the old man happy birthday, you guys. Y'all already know happy birthday, old man. Happy birthday, old man. 40 years old, man, and still playing like he's 28. I mean, seriously. He has no signs of slowing down whatsoever. And how can you say happy birthday and Happy New Year's at the same time? By getting rid of D'Angelo Russell. That dude had to go. Y'all, I'm for real. That dude had to go. And look, and when we first got him, the Lakers acquired him mid-season at the trade deadline, the 2022 to the 2023 season. They from Minnesota. They acquired D'Angelo Russell and Jared Vanderbilt, you guys, and then also Rui Hachimura as well from the Wizards too, right before bringing those guys in. And man, D'Angelo Russell played lights out, man, in his stint back. Keep in mind, you guys, that wasn't his first time coming back to Los Angeles. He was drafted by the Lakers. He played alongside in 2015, 2016. He was the Lakers' top first round pick, you guys. He played alongside an all-time great in Kobe Bryant. He played alongside Nick Young, that really young team. But the knock on D'Angelo Russell, he was real silly. He was real immature, real childish. He had a lot of growing up to do. Lakers traded him after 3 years, and guess what? and how simultaneously they traded him to Brooklyn. The Brooklyn Nets, the team he just got traded to again from the Los Angeles Lakers. I mean, talk about somebody's career being on absolute repeat. I mean, seriously. But his first year, D'Angelo Russell looked really good when he came back again. He looked like he played. He looked like he had found himself. He was playing with confidence. He looked like he really meshed well with LeBron James and Anthony Davis. I mean, that 2022-2023 season, just in 17 games after the trade deadline, man, he averaged 17.4 points per game and shot 41% from three. And you go back to that first round, man, you guys think when they went to the playoffs, keep in mind the Lakers went to the playoffs as a 7th seed that year. They had to play in the play-in tournament. They knocked off Minnesota. First round, they looked at a young up-and-coming Memphis team. Remember that series when Dylan Brooks was talking about calling LeBron, oh, I poke bears. He's old. I wish I would have played against LeBron when he was young. And LeBron back and shut him up. Remember that series?
Well, I guess what were you thinking?
I don't care. He's old. But, you know, I poke bears.
And D'Angelo Russell played lights out in that series. I mean, he showed up. He was a big part of the Lakers advancing from the first round. They beat the Grizzlies round 1, 5-1, ended them in 5. Okay, then second round going up against D'Angelo Russell's former team in the Golden State Warriors. Because after Brooklyn, he got treat played for Golden State too, along with Steph Curry. I believe that was 2017. He played with they played against the Golden State Warriors, and guess they ended them in 6. D'Angelo Russell again went off in that series. Was very hot that series. I believe averaged about 17, 18 points in that series as well. I mean, he played a significant role, but when it all came down to it, now here comes the Western Conference Finals, you guys. The Western Conference Finals against the Denver Nuggets that year, and the Lakers got swept. And the reason why they got swept, because nobody stepped up other than LeBron James. Nikola Jokic outdueled Anthony Davis, but the big part, D'Angelo Russell, that whole series, that man only made 8 threes throughout the whole series. What? And at the offseason, fans were like, maybe he just needed more time. Maybe he needs a full season. And rightfully so, he got that opportunity. The Lakers just thought it was just a fluke. Maybe a full season, maybe a full training camp with the team. Maybe he'll be more prepared to go, right? One would think. They signed him to a 2-year, $36 million contract heading into the offseason of 2023 to 2024. And even last season, I mean, picked up right where he left off in the regular season, man. I mean, here in 76 games, D'Angelo Russell averaged 18 points per game, 3.1 rebounds per game, and 6.3 assists per game, and also shooting again 40% from 3. I mean, again, played well, but then what came? The playoffs. Who they have to see? The Denver Nuggets, the reigning defending champions in the first round last year. And guess what? They almost got dead again. And he played even worse last season in the first round against Denver. They got swept again. If it weren't for LeBron going off for 32 points, man, in that game 4, they would have been swept again. They wouldn't even went back to Ball Arena. Lakers got done in Ball Arena 108 to 106, man, in their season. And D'Angelo Russell again, 0 for 8 in game 2, 1 for 8 in game 4. Man, that dude was horrible. Oh, that dude was horrible. And now you're really starting to say, hey, and that's the problem. I'm going to stop it right there for you guys. That's the problem with D'Angelo Russell. He's a fantastic regular season player. We don't care about regular season. And the Lakers fans, they don't care about regular season either. But in the playoffs, it seems like when the physical intensity, it mounts, and when the attention to detail matters most, it tends to drift along with his jump shot. Apparently, he can't shoot in the postseason all of a sudden. And I said this, I don't think D'Angelo Russell's game really translates well in the postseason. But dude, brother, that's your fault. You're unathletic. You're unathletic. You're not the fastest. I mean, dude, come on, man. You don't play defense. You're a lazy defender. Dude, come on, man. That's not playoff basketball. That's not playoff basketball, man. Come on now, bruh. And my big knock on D'Angelo Russell is, and here's the thing, and this is why I have a huge problem with this dude, and this is why, again, I say, and I know y'all Lakers fans, I know y'all fans up there in Southern California, I know y'all agree with me, because this is why this dude had to go. This is why he had to go right here, because the thing with D'Angelo Russell, we're not going to be hot every night, you guys. Y'all guys know that. Playing 82 games, we're going to have some off days. We're not going to be hot. We're not going to drop 30, 35 points every night. It's going to be some games where we're going to be a little bit on a shooting slump, but here's the thing with D'Angelo Russell, you guys, unlike most players. Matter of fact, it's like nothing I've never seen before. It's either gonna get one or two things from D'Angelo Russell. He's either gonna be super hot, and I mean hot. I mean hotter than fish grease. I mean hot when you touch the oven. Ooh, god dang, mama, burn my finger. Oven too hot. Stove hot. I mean, that dude, he'll be hot. 35, 40 points. Make 8 threes in one game, man. I'm telling you, he looks like an all-star some nights. But then, or he gonna be cold. And I mean cold. And I mean so bad to the point where you have to pull him, because that's the detrimental part about D'Angelo Russell. If he's not scoring, if he's not on, if that shooting stroke is not clean, and if he's not going off, you have to pull him out the game, because he's going to do more harm, more damage to your team, you guys, than good, because he's not going to play defense. He's going to turn over the ball. He's going to half-ass his way through screens. He just plays with no effort, like he just does not care. And you can't have that. There's no in between. It's either hot or significantly cold. It's not no in between. And one thing about it, we teach, especially for offensive guys, if my shot's not on, if I'm not getting to the rim like how I would like, I'm going to find other ways to impact the game. Not D'Angelo Russell. He ain't going to find no other way. Matter of fact, if he's off, he going to continue to shoot. Y'all ever seen somebody like that? How could you not? When that man is off, he's going to continue to keep shooting. And when he keeps shooting, and nights when he's off, the distance gets farther and farther. I see why I couldn't play with that dude. I can only imagine. I know he gave Bron and AD, man, just migraines, man. Just migraines. Matter of fact, I knew D'Angelo Russell was gone. Go back to that game against Memphis, you guys. Remember that game against Memphis? Absolutely. Even JJ Redick had enough. Took a horrible shot in the corner. Dude, passed the ball. Tried to get too fancy and shoot over somebody 7'2" and got blocked. And what did JJ Redick do? Yeah, I know y'all remember. Remember when JJ Redick, like, dude, what? Like, come on now. Or that game, even Anthony Davis, when they played against the Minnesota Timberwolves, they had 7 seconds left. Dude, you had 7 seconds to get a good quality look, D'Angelo Russell. What did he do? Oh, he pulled literally from half court. Look at Anthony Davis' face. Look at Anthony Davis' face, you guys. Look at that dude's face. He was still like, dude, what are you doing? Come on, man. And then even with LeBron, even last year, after the Lakers lost to the Denver Nuggets in round 1, remember when LeBron made that comment that went viral? Everybody said, oh, it's just basketball. Go back to what he said before then. LeBron James said, oh, I'll never strive. I'm not going to push nobody, or, I'm not going to never push nobody or have somebody strive to, be as great as they want to be, Who do y'all think he was talking about? Listen to the old man.
God, that you should ask that, because I don't feel a way about anybody that don't want to strive to be as close to perfect as possible.
Y'all guys know who he was talking about? He was talking about D'Angelo Russell. That's who he was talking about. And even Darvin Ham, look at this quote Darvin Ham said, you got, I'm finna put on the screen. Even Darvin Ham said that when you have a starter, not a player, a starter on your team who for 10 games in a row is absolutely pissing the bed. I'm not going to say what he really said, because I refuse to cuss on this channel, you guys. You guys know how I am. He said, when I have a starter that's routinely pissing the bed, what can I do? What can I do about that? And Darvin Ham, we shouldn't have said that, man. But seriously, we blame Darvin Ham for a lot of stuff. But, man, it's hard, man, when you got a guy who plays with no urgency, who plays like it's just dude, come on, man. Come on, D-Lo. And I hate to say this, man, but that dude, and last thing, you guys, and I'm wrapping up this video, D'Angelo Russell, I say he has a lot of potential. He had potential to be, honestly, one of the top point guards in the game. That's your fault. And honestly, D'Angelo Russell, think about the way he shoots, you guys. That shot, that no-dip jump shot that he has, you guys, how he catches it right here. As coaches, we teach that to our kids coming up now. We see some of the guys, when they catch the ball, they waste so much time dipping down and coming right back up. This man catches it right here from the top and never dips and just goes straight up, you guys. Just goes straight up. Just straight up. that is one of the beautiful things I've ever seen. But it does not matter if you're not missing it. His game can be so smooth, but it does not matter if you're going 0 for 9, 0 for 10. He doesn't put in any work. Matter of fact, last thing, you guys, remember when D'Angelo Russell said that? You guys remember when D'Angelo Russell said, I believe it was last year in the middle of the season, he told a reporter, I don't really think basketball. I don't think basketball. I just go out there and play. I really don't think. I just play. Dude. What the hell are you talking about? God dog it. Got me sitting over here cussing. No, I don't like using that kind of word. I'm like, God dog it. What are you talking about? You don't think basketball? You didn't play with too many greats. You didn't play with Kobe Bryant, Stephen Curry, LeBron James, Anthony Davis. Man, what do you mean? You didn't play with Hall of Fame. What do you mean you don't think basketball? Man, bull crap, man. And like I said, and that's fine for a guy like D'Angelo Russell. And guys, I'm not faulting them. There's some guys that don't really want to be great. Some guys don't care about going to the Hall of Fame. Some guys don't care about seeing how far they can go. Some guys don't care about, reaching for like I'll say, shooting for the stars and seeing how great they can really be and pushing themselves day in and day out to be great at what they do. Some guys are just content with just being good enough, getting the money, and just playing. Some guys are, and that's fine, D'Angelo Russell. That's fine if it's like that. But guess what? You can't play for the Los Angeles Lakers like that. You can't play for the purple and gold and wear that jersey with that kind of mentality, and that goes for anybody. Because let me tell you something about this seat, about that team up there in Los Angeles, regardless, almost kind of like the Cowboys, man. That's America's team. That's one of the biggest, that is the biggest brand in sports, not just in the NBA, in sports. And when you have to know, regardless of who you are, every year you put on that purple and gold uniform, the goal has to be to win and win only and win championships. You can't have no silly joker sitting up there talking about, oh, I don't think basketball, I just play. Man, get the heck up out of here with that kind of mentality. Man, just talking about that dude, man, just talking about that guy, y'all, just runs me hot. But that's going to wrap up today's video, you guys. Y'all guys let me know. As far as for the Nets, they're doing a great job as well. The Nets are building up for the future. We all know the goal for them is not to win. The Brooklyn Nets now have 31 draft picks. They have 31 draft picks in the next 7 years. 15 of those are first round picks. So that's good for them. They're really rebuilding this team right. And they're really, and now we all talk about getting picks. It's about what you do with the picks. So if they can, somewhere down the line land some huge stars, land some, franchise changing, some cornerstone changing players, man, the Brooklyn Nets can be a force to be reckoned with, man, because they have a lot of draft picks to come and all that good stuff, man. But that's going to wrap up today's video, you guys. Y'all guys let me know what y'all think about the trade, what y'all grade the Lakers trade. I give the Lakers an A- on this trade. You got good, pivotal 3-and-D guys, which was hugely needed. You got a guy that can come off the bench. You got a guy that can, a guy who you can implement in your starting lineup right away, who can take over and hold the second or the best guy on opposing teams, so LeBron can just play help side. And yeah, man. Y'all guys let me know what y'all want to hear next in the comment section down below. Y'all guys let me know if y'all want to hear a video revolving around head coach Mike Brown, who was just recently let go from the Sacramento Kings for just doing his job. And again, y'all guys let me know who won the trade. Y'all guys make sure you hit that like, comment, subscribe button, and share. As we on the road to 1,000 subscribers, you guys. I cannot get there without you guys' love and support. And with that being said, you guys, I will see y'all on the next episode on Shooting for the Stars podcast with y'all's one and only host, Cameron Williams.